ICANN is part of a 100-strong Save Sorry Business coalition that includes First Nations people and community organisations. Today, we're heading to Kuranda to meet with Kelly Saylor and Arnie Irene to talk about the collapse of the ACBF Eupla Funeral Fund and the devastating effects it's had on their communities.
We had people come here to ask us if we wanted to join a funeral fund, and we were glad to. We were happy to, because you know, we couldn't save the money ourselves, so we needed to put it somewhere where we knew it was safe.
My husband and I, we've paid $8,500 each, and we were covered up to $15,000. I think that was the limit for the plan too.
Kelly and Arnie Irene spoke about the impact on them and their community.
So when we found out that Plan 2 was going into liquidation, we were sort of holding our breath. Then when we realised and got word, you know, the mail comes out and you get told that, see, you're reading that 4 plants have gone under, we were gutted. We knew then we'd lost, you know, we'd lost what we thought we were investing in, our funerals.
That's a big blow. That's a really big blow. And it's going to be worse now, because it's going to be more stressful now, finding out that we got no money.
You know, it's an awful lot of money. You know, you wouldn't go and blow that anywhere. And that's what it feels like now. That, you know, that's just been a waste of our time, effort, you know, being faithful to make sure we've contributed and kept up to date. They've really screwed a lot of us over. You know, there's no other word for it. Yeah, and they need to be held accountable.
Governments have known about the consumer issues surrounding ACBF Eupla for over 20 years.
I'm hoping that something positive will come out of all of this and government will step in and pay us back. We're a hopeful people, you know, so we never give up.
Even set us up with another thing, you know, and then and just put some money there to start it anyway. And we'd be willing to pay it, didn't they? I'd be willing to pay, and I'm sure a lot of people out there be willing to pay. You know, you don't know when you're going to have a heart attack. You don't know when you're going to have a stroke. Anything, or we could just collapse, you know.
Just knowing government was involved, has been aware of it for a few years now. That really stuck in my craw.
Kelly Saylor and Arnie Irene are leading the charge in grassroots action.
We're not going to lay down with it. Yeah. It's worth fighting for. And just recently signed a letter going to Josh Frydenberg.
They want us to vote, and yet what do we get out of those votes?
It's the first time I've ever taken that initiative to look after my business, you know, and I was proud of myself, you know, for doing that, and happy, you know, feeling deadly that my kids wouldn't have to worry, you know, my grandchildren wouldn't have to worry about anything.
Don't let this be another wrong in Australia's history. Make it right by signing the Save Sorry Business Coalition letter and by sharing this video on your social media.